So the first part of this entire demo was to basically look at how we can virtualize our institute, and that we have done. Okay, so now the next part is, so as a teacher, the next thing would be to create the content that she has to teach, right? So here, Kneura comes with a built-in content authoring tool. Okay, so right now, let's say, for example, if I have to create a lesson, so what I'll have to do. So let's take an example. Say, let's say I have to create this lesson for mitochondria, that what Gaurav was showing in the video, right? So if I have to create that, so typically teachers resort to using PowerPoints or any other third-party tools. So the first thing that they would do is go to online, search for that particular content. So then the huge list is thrown. Out of that, you have to select what exactly you want to teach, what exact content you want to bring in. Maybe you select few images there, then you make certain hacks to copy that image, download it to your laptop. Then maybe you want to also bring in little bit of text that explains about this topic. Again, you skim through a lot of pages to find proper text. Then the next part is, if you want to make it even more interesting, you'll usually try to add few videos and other things. So again, this is a bigger pain here, because many of the content on the YouTube legally not allowed to download. So many of the teachers, or many of the tutors knowingly or unknowingly download the videos. And again, this download process is not simple. You search for tools how to download a YouTube video, then finally do little hacks, and then download that video and put it on your laptop. Now the next thing is now to put all together of this and then create your lesson that you want to teach. Okay, so with Kneura, like we talked about, it actually comes with a built-in content authoring tool. So you have something called as SAR, which actually has the curated contents, as well as you can search for relevant topics. Let's say, for example, if I was a class, let's say I was a class 7 history teacher, I would just go to this, and let's say I want to teach Delhi Sultans and maybe this part. So everything for us is actually given by the platform itself. Okay, so you have the relevant images, the relevant videos. All you have to do is just drag and drop onto the canvas, and you're ready to go. Or let's say if you don't want to actually search for a particular syllabus, but maybe you want to search for something else. Let's say, for example, what Gaurav was showing. Let's say here, mitochondria. So let's see how easy it is to do this. Okay, so for example, I want to just show this image. Let me choose the ones that he has actually shown you in the video, so that you'll come to know how easy it is to do this. So you get the text here. Okay, add it to this. Then maybe a few videos you want to bring in. Okay, so if you see here, in just a matter of few minutes, I was actually able to pull all this relevant content that I need to teach in a couple of minutes. That's all. Okay. And with Kneura's content authoring platform, this makes it really as simple as this. Okay, so if you see here, the teacher's job is extremely reduced here to actually selecting the topic. So the rest all job is actually done by the platform in searching the relevant content and giving all the material that is needed for the teacher. It is automatically done by the platform. Okay, so this is about the content authoring part. So now the next part the teacher would do is, after creating, is that again copy it to some pen drive, then take it to the class wherever she's teaching, then again plug it in there. Again, this has so many challenges associated with it. You don't know which pen drive you're taking in. Does it have a virus? And you're going and plugging in somewhere. Does that machine has a virus? Then you come back and put it in your laptop. Then you're messing your personal devices as well. So with Kneura, none of this is necessary. Everything is stored online, so you don't have to mess around carrying this content from one place to other place. You just create it, and it is available in the platform. So now if I go back and show you, so the content that this teacher, let's say the Mike, has created is already available. Okay, so this is about the content creation part. Let's say, for example, we were actually creating another lesson that was related to this photosynthesis. Okay, so now we will actually look at the next part, which is once this content is available. Like say, if you looked at what Gaurav was talking about, he was talking about some of the examples of blended learning, flipped learning. So what they mean is basically, say for example, now what happens in a typical class is that a teacher comes to the class and start teaching. The student has zero idea of what exactly teacher will be teaching, or if he knows also what topic they are teaching, he doesn't know like what will be the content there. With this, we have made it even more simpler and easier. Let's say, for example, I want to teach photosynthesis tomorrow. Okay, so today evening I'm just sitting at home, or even sitting at staff room. I just went to the browser, logged in as a teacher, and I created this lesson plan in few minutes. Now I can actually even share it immediately with the students. Okay, you remember the admin created our virtual classroom. So if you remember here, so the teacher actually selected the class she was in. So the class was called training. This could be 7A, 7B, or 10A. It could be any class. Okay. So there are already students and teachers already part of this class. Okay. So the teacher can just open this part. Okay. Once she has created a lesson, this can actually be shared with the student. Okay, I think so. Now I would ask Gaurav to also log in to his student portal, so that we can show that how publishing from here will actually make it available to the students as well. So right now, those of you are seeing this webinar, you will notice that on the left side you have my window, which is the teacher window. Now on the right side you should be seeing the student window, which Gaurav is handling. So I hope you are able to see both of these windows, right? So now what I will do is basically I'll just click this publish button, and you will notice that on his screen he will immediately get a notification. So I can also tag this, like what all tags that are relevant, maybe plant, maybe photosynthesis, and whatever tags I have, I can add this tags to this and then just say publish. Okay, so if you look at now Gaurav's screen, you should be able to actually see a notification that would actually show that a new lesson has been published by the teacher. Okay, Gaurav, can you also open it now? Yeah. Let's see from the student part. Let's say today I have created this lesson. I've already shared this. The class is going to be tomorrow, but I created and I already shared it to the student. Let's see what all student can do with this now. Gaurav, over to you.
Thanks, Anand. So let's see, this is a student screen now. So as soon as the student is logged into his account, or he's already logged on to his app using native app on his device, they will receive a notification when the teacher shares the lesson, which is visible over here. So here you can see that teacher has published a new lesson called photosynthesis 2, which I can click on this and I can access that lesson immediately. Now you can see over here that all that what is there on Anand's screen, on the teacher screen, is already I can access that with my on my screen as well.